Welcome back to Just Torah, the channel that's about reading the Torah and getting a basic understanding of what it entails, especially those who believe in keeping the laws, commandments, statutes, ordinances of Yah. So let's begin. Numbers chapter 11, verse 1. And when the people complained, it displeased Yahweh, and Yahweh heard it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of Yahweh burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp. And the people cried unto Mosheh, and when Mosheh prayed unto El Yahweh, the fire was quenched. Verse 3, and he called the name of the place Taberah, because the fire of Yahweh burnt among them. Verse 4, and the mixed multitude that was among them fell a-lusting. And the children of Yasharel also wept again, and said, who shall give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish which we did eat in Mitzrayim/Egypt freely, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic. But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all beside this manna before our eyes. Verse 7, and the manna was as coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of bdellium. And the people went about and gathered it, and ground it in mills, or beat it in a mortar, and baked it in pans, and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. Verse 10, then Mosheh heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent. And the anger of Yahweh was kindled greatly. Mosheh also was displeased. Verse 11, and Mosheh said unto El Yahweh, wherefore have you afflicted your servant? And wherefore have I not found favor in your sight, that you lay the burden of all this people upon me? Have I conceived all this people? Have I begotten them, that you should say unto me, carry them in your bosom, as a nursing father bears the sucking child, unto the land which you swore unto their fathers? Whence should I have flesh to give unto all this people? For they weep unto me, saying, give us flesh that we may eat. Verse 14, I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me. Verse 15, and he said, and if you deal thus with me, kill me, I pray you, out of hand, if I have found favor in your sight, and let me not see my wretched. Verse 16, and Yahweh said unto Mosheh, gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Yasharel, whom you know to be the elders of the people, and officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of the assembly, that they may stand there with you. And I will come down and talk with you there, and I will take of the ruach which is upon you, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with you, that you bear it not yourself alone. Verse 18, and say you unto the people, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, and you shall eat flesh. For you have wept in the ears of Yahweh, saying, who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Mitzrayim. Therefore Yahweh will give you flesh, and you shall eat. Verse 19, ye shall not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days, but even a whole month, until it comes out at your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you, because that ye have despised Yahweh which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why came we forth out of Mitzrayim? Verse 21, and Mosheh said, the people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen, And you have said, I will give them flesh that they may eat a whole month. Eat a whole month? Shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them to suffice them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them to suffice them? Verse 23, and Yahweh said unto Mosheh, is Yahweh's hand waxed short? You shall see now whether my word shall come to pass unto you or not. Verse 24, and Mosheh went out and told the people the words of Yahweh, and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. Verse 25, and Yahweh came down in a cloud, and spoke unto him, and took of the ruach that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the ruach rested upon them, they prophesied and did not cease. But there remained 2 of the men in the camp. The name of one was Eldad, and the name of the other Medad. And the ruach rested upon them, and they were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. Verse 27, and there ran a young man and told Mosheh and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. And Yahusha, the son of Nun, or Joshua, the son of Nun, the servant of Mosheh, one of his young men, answered and said, my Adonai Mosheh forbid them. And Mosheh said unto Joshua, or Yahusha, the son of Nun, envy you for my sake? Would to Elohim that all Yahweh's people were prophets, and that Yahweh would put his ruach upon them. Verse 30, and Mosheh got him into the camp, he and the elders of Yasharel. And there went forth a wind from Yahweh, and brought quails from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, as it were a day's journey on this side, and as it were a day's journey on the other side, round about the camp. And as it were 2 cubits high upon the face of the earth. And the people stood up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and they gathered the quails. He that gathered least gathered 10 omers, and they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp. Listen at verse 33. And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of Yah was kindled against the people, and Yahweh smote the people with a very great plague. And he called the name of that place Kivrat Hat Ta'avah, because there they buried the people that lusted. Verse 35, and the people journeyed from Kivrat Hat Ta'avah unto Katsaroth, or Hatzeroth, and abode at Katsaroth. All right, that's the ending of the book, reading of the chapter 11 of the book of Numbers. I pray Yah helped you get a better understanding of what's in chapter 11 of the book of Numbers. I pray Yah will bless you. I pray Yah keep you. I pray you keep Yah's commandments. I pray you follow his word best of your ability, for it is a blessing. There's a blessing for keeping his commandments, Yah's commandments. And the more you learn his words, learn Torah, learn his ways, the more you'll see how some stuff we've been taught has been wrong. So I pray you be blessed. I pray Yah continues to open your heart, open your mind to receive his truth, not mine, his truth. And shalom.